Greetings, humanity. I'm Jim, and we're going to be, once more, jumping into Dragonsphere. I have been playing this for a little while now. Let's see, 16 hours it says. But what is time? What is time, truly? I know not. It's been interesting. It's been kind of interesting so far. This is a game from 1994. And it's been kind of fascinating in that, it is very much a thing of its time, but it does have a couple of plot twists that you would not expect from a game of that era necessarily. And if you start off as one character and it actually turns out you've been this other character the whole time, so that's been fairly cool. So we've sort of been exploring that. We recently rediscovered the ability to shapeshift. Our character has, apparently. Yeah, he's been suffering from amnesia. And so we're going to go ahead and head back in, and we'll see what's happening. As I can turn down these somber violins. Need to remember to copy that information. Okay. Let us go ahead and get going. As I try to do all manner of things in the background to make sure the computer doesn't crash. All right, make sure. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We shall plunge headforth into 1994. I hope everyone is doing well today. I barely know who I am. Okay. I did have an idea, though, about where to go next in this game. So that is helpful. Or what to do specifically. We kind of already knew. Where to go was a foregone conclusion. We might be close to the end. I don't know. Probably? This is the desert. We no longer need to be here. We got what we needed here. And we are now going to be heading back to the castle where it's a little complicated. We were, against our will, impersonating the king. We didn't realize we were impersonating the king. They brainwashed us. And they sent us on this very, very dangerous quest instead of him. And we succeeded at the quest, as it turns out, to deal with an evil sorcerer that had been plaguing these lands. But in the process, the sorcerer uncovered the spell that had been cast on us, and we were like, oh, hey, we're not us. We're not the king, we're a shapeshifter. And so now we've been declared, because the people who set the king, who set this up in the first place without the king's consent and actually put the king in a magical coma, and they're going to stage a coup and take over, and they're accusing us of having killed the king because that's their cover story, and so that's basically what's happening. So there's a question, then there's a bit of Game of Thrones, basically. Funnily enough, though, I can tell by some of the writing in here that whoever put this game together was, to a certain degree, it seems, inspired by the Chronicles of Amber by Roger Zelazny, and sort of the politicking that goes on there, and they sort of figuring things out in world building. George R.R. Martin was, of course, inspired by the same thing, and so that's so they come by it honestly, I guess. Remember, this was 1994. I think it might have been around the same time I was getting into Amber. I can't remember. It's been a long time. I was aware of it long before I actually got into it, but once I did get into it. Nuts. Okay. We could head to High Tower or to the castle. No, I think we just need to go to Grand Cadillac. could use the ring to teleport there. Why am I walking? I don't know. Okay. I think I have what we need here. I'm gonna save. Okay. Hey.
Can I count on your help after I rescue the king?
If the king himself gives me a command, and I am convinced he is no shifter, I will obey it, even if the Queen Mother commands contrariwise. That is all I can promise.
Here, let me give you a list of qualifiers. Great, thank you. You've been a great help. I'm going to crawl down this well now. And by crawl, I mean jump. Because I figured something out, I think. We'll know in a moment if I figured it out. Last time we were here, we were having trouble with this river here. But the thing is, that was before we had the ability to turn into a seal. We're gonna try that and see what happens. Yep. Oh, there's so many ways to go now. Way upriver is blocked by the grate. I don't want to go downriver and see what's there. I also want to go over here. There are too many choices now. Let me go downriver a little ways.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty, down here.
This is the Queen, who was not in on the plot. It's the Queen Mother and her other son who are plotting to take control of the throne. And so here we are.
Who's there? Oh my goodness! Are you man or beast?
Yes. Dear God, his last name is Shuffle? My God. This gets even worse.
It's Pid Shuffle, the shape changer.
Oh, thank Cal you have come. When I saw that you had defeated the sorcerer, I was so happy. Thank you for coming. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Of course, we're using a little bit of out-of-character knowledge here because we didn't know that she was in support of the... we didn't know entirely what her deal was.
Time for that now, Majesty. I have a question.
What are you doing in the dungeon?
What are you doing in the dungeon?
We only get this one question. We are a seal.
As you wish. After the defeat of the sorcerer, the Queen Mother made clear her intention to usurp the monarchy and install her other son, McMorn, as the figurehead king. Perhaps they'll kill me. Perhaps they fear reprisals from my father's barony. I don't know. For now, I am helpless.
Thank you for your regal exposition.
Is the king alive? How can I save him?
His body is in a chamber within the catacombs, but his soul has been hidden on the spirit plane.
Yep.
Somehow you must break the spell that holds him in suspension and reunite the body with the soul.
Well, we think we have a means to do that. Probably? We have an egg. It's fine, we have an egg.
What traps lie ahead on my path to save the king?
I can't get over the fact that this is... I am a seal! Okay, I don't know why this amuses me so much.
Bars the way to Kalish's prison. but it has a secret name by which it can be tamed.
Okay, yeah, I got that.
The only other way to pass is with strong magic.
Okay, that I have no idea.
What about you? How can I rescue you?
Never mind about me. I'm in no danger at present. Save the king. Oh dear, the guard is coming. Flee!
Ah!
Swim away before all is lost.
Okay, I was just talking to... It's okay, I was just talking to a seal. A friendly seal. Okay, I think that was the right decision. I don't know. What is life? You achieved 199 out of 250 possible points. We are a petty noble. Excellent. At last! You have earned the privilege to be petty. Okay. The area of the wall glows with a magical green light. It looks like a spell barrier hiding something set into the wall. Alright, well. I know what to do with that. Something I shouldn't do. I still have this crystal ball I'm carrying around. I have no idea what to do with it. Okay. But time to break out the old vortex stone. Suck more magic into it. Oh, hey, there's a bot. Let's fix that before anything else happens. As they offer to sell us viewers. Let's see. What? And there we go. All right. Now, back to the much more sensible reality of this computer adventure game. Okay. Ah, yes, I was about to try to suck the magic out of this ward. If you absorb the magic from the ward, it would cease to function. Then what good would it do to you? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the ward is. Invocation has no effect. Apparently the ward is not capable of receiving and storing the magic of the stone. No, it's its own thing. What's in the wall? Do we have a way to... Do we have some other way? I have too much crap here. No. I don't know what to do with it. Let me see. First off... Try to carve up the ward. Dead body is destroyed property. Yeah, that's not actually got anything to do with what's happening here. Do we break out the tentacle parts again? That worked the last time. Suckers would stick nicely to the ward, but you're not sure you'd ever get them off again. That's their generic response. Okay. Goblet, crystal flower. No idea what it does. If anything. We just have it. It's pretty. Statue. A beautiful statue. What did it say? A heavy lump of cheap grade gold. There was something about it that polish. I'd swear it hums with pleasure. Okay, yeah, I don't know. There's something. I don't know. We have a ruby ring. We have this amulet. We're not dead yet. So apparently we can't use that. There's a gold nugget. There's a bird call. There's a music box. Vortex stone did nothing. This map, this crystal ball. The swirling colors resolve themselves into a picture of the pulsing green warding spell. Okay. There's a flash of light and strange howling noises. Reality itself is warped and twisted by the power of the crystal ball. As the noise and light fade away, the ball breaks into a million tiny shards, which promptly melt like ice on a warm day, leaving behind no trace. It was abrupt. The swirling mist rises from the shards of the crystal ball and briefly pulses with a sickly green light. As the light flares, so does the ward. That was a bit of overkill. But there's a thing in there. Oh, an emerald. This is the largest jewel you've ever seen, a flawless emerald of at least 3 carats. Its beauty is enchanting. Okay. Take the emerald. Apprehensive lest there still be some other trap or magical ward, you remove the emerald from its resting place. Look at the emerald. This beautiful gem is the finest emerald you have ever seen, bigger even than the one you remember from the Cadillac crown jewels. Admire it. This item would make a nice addition to some collector's trove. Great! No idea how that helps us, but there we are. We made it to Noble. We're at 209. Okay, well, we did that. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those. This is gonna be just one of those things. Let's see. Oh. All right. Lean down ye trapdoor. Into ye place under ye trapdoor. Floor is awfully smooth for a natural cavern. This chamber had to have been carved by miners. The wall here is eerily lit by the lone torch. It looks as though it may have been carved from solid rock by human hands! The torch burns with an unnatural light that is clearly magical, else how could it still be burning? There. The hole in the ceiling leads back up into the river cavern. The rickety stairway is designed to unfold under weight. Its extension somehow affects the function of the silver mechanism at the hinges. If you step off the stairway, it will most likely fold back up into the ceiling. So this is a one-way trip. Unless I, like, put something heavy at the base here, which I don't know. But, well, I mean, I could use the signet ring. That's true. So really, it being a one-way trip isn't a problem. Okay. Yeah, alright. Well, here we go. Oh. That's delightful. Once you step off, ouch, once you step off the stairway, bad things seem to happen. If only there were 2 of you, one could stay behind and hold the stairs down. Oh no. Alright, let's try that again. What do we have? Do we have a second self? Okay, I didn't even notice. It's that pit trap. Okay. Spearheads! The spearheads sticking out of the back wall do not inspire you with confidence. You'll have to watch your step, lest there be a floor tread to trigger the firing of the spears. Okay. Well, I think the heaviest thing we were carrying was that crystal ball, probably. Statue, is the statue nice and heavy? You place the statue on the stairway. This can only end well. Yay! Okay, good. That was heavy enough. Alright. And I just leave this valuable gold statue. There's the darkness beast. Here's the cave wall. There's the torch. The dust and stillness here makes it obvious that no one has been this way for years. The torch must be burning with a spell flame for it not to have gone out long ago. Look at the cave wall. This is the finest specimen of a cave wall you've seen all day. This is the cave floor, okay. Edge of the abyss. The natural formation here drops away and plunges out of sight into the dark abyss. Perhaps you could float down as you did before, but the fall might take so long that your quest would fail. Ah. They like to put these darkness beasts like right next to long drops. The beast resides in a small cave within a cave, as if guarding the passageway to the east. That's east. How does it survive? Who placed it here and why? You have a feeling you'd rather not know the answer. Instead, we will make friends with it. In the gloom, all you can really make out is a shape in the darkness. Just this much is enough to awaken all your instinctive fears, all your dreads of every monster that ever hid beneath a child's bed and terrorized his dreams. It is unnatural and magical, this fear. You cannot fight nor pass by this demon of the darkness. Alright. And there's the passage beyond the low archway. You can see what looks like ice or quartz in the room beyond. What strange manner of room is this? I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna save. I think it's stirring. After reconsideration, you decide you don't need the torch. Is there a wave through back here? Is there a reason why? Is there a reason why we're hiding back here? Or is it just convenient? So there are a couple of things we could do here. My first instinct is to just... Oh, you know what? Yeah, we could make a noise and then hide. I don't know what good that would do. We'll see how this goes. Though the look of the beast still fills you with dread and loathing, the use of its secret name has sent it cowering back to its corner. You sense that it can no longer emerge to bedevil you. The way is clear to pass. Alright. I don't know what else we were supposed to do here. This might have had more than one answer. It occurs to me. And the reason I say that is because we have things that make noise. We have a place to hide. But I don't know for the life of me what else we'd be... what powerful magic or whatever we'd use on the beast, so... yeah, turn into a bear. I don't know, fight it. Probably, I don't know. Who knows? Anyway! We're at 214. You've come unbeasted. Here we go. And can we pet the beast? The conversation would be decidedly one-sided. Okay. Does not let you pet the beast. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we have King Sickle, apparently. The floor looks like sheer ice, yet it is not slippery to walk on. It gleams and shimmers with the power of magic. We're gonna look at everything but the king. The walls are composed of crystals, not of ice nor quartz, but something in between, something witchy and cold and unnatural. With 3 ends, it's that unnatural. Door to the north. The strong metal door is like none other you have ever seen. What manner of magic or infernal devices created this thing? I'd say metalsmithing, but Anyway. We did the cave wall, we did the cave floor. Pixel hunting a bit. It's eerie to stare into the face you wore as your own, but this is the real king, suspended somehow in this mockery of ice. If you can figure out how to free him, perhaps the wrongs can be set right. Yes! They've changed the entire color scheme for this one room. They've probably been doing that all along. So let's see. Soul Egg. Dark black sphere resembles an egg on closer inspection. The outer coating is a thin, brittle crust like an eggshell. The egg is very warm and feels very, very alive. Okay, if his soul is in this egg... I guess we just break their egg? Breaking the egg. You have an overwhelming urge to make a soul omelet, but with other food available to you, you finally decide not to destroy such a potent healing item. Dang it, okay. The black sphere vibrates in your hand, but it cannot perform its function as long as the king is encased in the magical ice. Okay. What if this is a key? Decide you might want to hold on to that for now. Okay, that's not a key. How to undo the spell? Well, we could use our handy-dandy vortex stone. Take magic from the king. If you absorb the magic from the king, it would cease to function. Ah, I see. The magic in this case... the magic in this case being primogentry. Wait. Or, you know... Just, you know... Or, you know, the nobility or the, What is the term that we're... The peerage? You just absorb the peerage and then that'll take away its magic. Okay, we can't absorb the peerage. Amulet. Alright. Not being dead, you fail. Can we give the amulet to the king? They might not hold on for that now. We put the amulet on the king. Nope, okay. Ruby ring. Goblet. Crystal flower. Yeah. What do we have? The doll. Heal the king. Try to focus your healing powers, but there is almost nothing there to work with. The king's sickness is not of the body, but of the soul. Okay. Is it the damn tentacles again? Suckers would stick nicely to the king, but you're not sure you'd ever get them off again. Okay, yeah, no, same thing. Let's not think about the implications of that. Carve up the king! Maybe you could hack away the ice with the royal sword. On second thought, you could easily harm the king that way. And who knows what power lies within that magical ice. I certainly don't. Let's see. Oh, good lord. There's so many things! I have no idea if this will help at all. It will not. Okay. Flask, the map of the thing, the magic belt, the parchment, the rare coin, the bone, the key crown. Yeah, we might not be able to actually free the king yet. We just might not have what we need yet. I could turn into a bear and attack the ice that way. No, we still might harm the king, I would think. Yeah, I guess we're not, maybe we're not supposed to do anything yet. Maybe. Okay, well, those are all the steps I can think of, but there's another way out, so I'm going to look over here. Find a specimen of the castle wall. As you examine the sconce more closely, you realize that it is little more than a sconce. Okay. Yes, thank you. Stairs. Narrow and made of wood as though they were an afterthought, not part of the original castle design. Door. This door has no handle on this side, merely a symbol of a crown etched in the wood where the latch should be. Well, I know what that does. I know where that goes. 75 saved games. This is very much how my save game files used to look. I had way too many in the past. Alright. Let's keep going, I guess. The door must be hinged on the other side, but no amount of pushing or pulling can make it budge. It must be locked, and there isn't any keyholes. Okay, let's use the crown. See if that'll work. Get to the crown. There we go. Put the key crown on the door. You might want to... Start to put on the crown, then stop. If this does what you think it will do, you'll need to have the king with you in order to confront the castle guards and the other members of the royal family. Before going inside, you'd better find a way to restore the king. Oh my god. Okay. I may be about to cheat. We'll have to see. How do we do this? Did she say something about how to free the king? Because I'm not sure. Heave mightily on the great block of ice that imprisons the king, but to no avail. But you did feel it move a tiny fraction. If only you were stronger. Perhaps you could lift the ice and break the spell that keeps the king from... Oh my god, okay. Alright. Apparently we are supposed to turn into a bear. Oh, no, oh, they didn't put that animation in. Okay. Hang on, we'll re-bear ourselves. There we go. Try that again. Ah. Really? Really?
Your Majesty, can you hear me?
No, I'm sorry, I can't hear you over how ridiculous that was. The clear solution is to turn into a bear.
No. Yes, I can hear you, but weak. So weak. As if my soul were 1,000 miles away. Soul must find my soul on spirit plane. Yes, I can feel. Help me. Help me.
Ever get that feeling as though you're just trying to get up in the morning and your soul is 1,000 miles away on the spirit plane and you just can't get out of bed? That's every morning for me. Let's see.
Majesty? Majesty, are you... He's unconscious, as though he were still trapped. Soul. Spirit plane, eh?
Yes. This music is louder than the music is trying to be exciting. Now what's this shiny thing? Hang on. I'm going to save over the stairs. They were useless! As the pillar removed, a strange symbol has been revealed, still pulsing with faint magical energies. It must be a magic rune of some sort that powered the preservation spell holding the king prisoner. Okay. I've got the egg. So maybe I'm supposed to put that there. You decide that you might want to hold on to that for now. Great, okay. Take pedestal. And action would be a waste of your valuable time and energy. Push pedestal. Well, it's moving me around. I'm curious about before I try anything else with the egg, I just wanted to check. Wanted to check in. And of course it's magical, so of course. We're gonna try that. You absorb the magic from the pedestal, it would cease to function. Then what good would it do? I don't know. Okay. Very, very oddly respectful of all these things. Here, let me try just giving the soul egg to the king. Here's your soul. Drawn almost like a magnet, your hand touches the king's chest. The black sphere clenched in your fingers begins to waver and dissolve. The black smoke curls around the king like a living fog, then it vanishes.
Your Majesty, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear. I can see. Thank Cal, you've saved me from whatever imprisonment I was in. Who are you? What's happened?
Well,
I've broken the spell that held you, my king, and restored your soul. The enchantment is ended. I don't look like you, and you're no longer trapped.
yes, that's a very clear explanation. The king was just sort of someone came to him while he was still asleep and grabbed him. He does not know anything about this plot. What do you mean you don't look like me? Oh well.
I remember the coronation and the long night that followed. Finally, I went to my chamber and fell asleep. I awoke briefly to see near Tom, my wizard's face. Then I felt cold, utter cold. Then I knew no more. Do you know what has happened?
Not a clue.
I know that I was a shape changer living in my village when your guards came and took me away.
Wish I could turn.
My memories after that were magicked away and replaced with yours, but I've been told that the Queen Mother forced the wizard to transfer your looks and memories to me.
I can't. I can't click away and.
She tricked the Queen into helping by telling her that it would save your life to substitute me, to get killed in your place. Her real plan was to leave you in suspension and put your brother on the throne.
I was trying to find a way to turn the music off while they're talking, but it's they've already started talking, so there's no way to do that.
Trick the Queen.
1994.
Well, I should have realized that her fear for me would lead her to do something drastic. What's your plan now, Shape Changer?
Pid Shuffle at your service, sire.
My God, they're really going with that name. I plan to bring you into the castle. I have a few things I must tend to first. I have no plan. What do you think I should do? I mean, this is the truth.
I plan to bring you into the castle.
Isn't that dangerous under the circumstances?
My plan is to sneak you into the castle and confront the Queen Mother. Once she sees you're free, she'll have to relinquish control to you.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll be easy.
As fair as any. Lead on, but let me handle things once we're in the castle.
I understand. Follow me.
Greetings, Pid Shuffle. Lead on. I'll follow if I can.
Do we need anything else? The fact that this thing is still glowing is troubling me. Gotta mean something. But I don't think I have anything that can take advantage of whatever that is, so... I guess we'll figure it out. Yep, following you at a distance. There we go. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. The locked door leads you to think of the key crown you carry, and you quickly put it on your head. Lo and behold, the symbol on the door glows with an eldritch green light. The door trembles in its frame, but something is still preventing it from opening. We gotta go move the tapestry? Do we seriously have to move the tapestry? Activate wall switch. I didn't see that before. A large moving panel is set into the wall next to the door. It is impossible to tell just by looking what its function is supposed to be. Okay, let's press this button. The panel gives way beneath your hand until with a loud click it yields no more. From behind the door you hear the rumbling of stone on metal. Ah, there we go. Try this again. There we go, that opened it. Now let's go into the library and immediately get arrested.
Well, well. What have we here? The man who murdered the king right here in the castle. How amusing.
This is... Alright.
Hold, McMore. This man is under my protection.
Surely, brother, you can't still cling to the childish hope that your protection has any meaning to me.
You speak treason.
Fluently!
Very good, Kalash. You figured it out. Yet you've done so too late. The queen is in the dungeon, and you've gone and delivered yourself to me.
This is a great plan.
We'll have to kill you now, and it's all the fault of this idiot hero of yours. If he'd had the decency to fail as he should, we'd have publicly mourned the fallen king and left you alive down in the catacombs. And Mother and I would have ruled the kingdom the way it should be ruled.
I just love how the music is just completely overpowering everything they're saying, and there's no volume control on it. That's the thing. You cannot adjust the volume of the music up or down. You can turn it on, you can turn it off. That's it.
With greed and laziness?
You idiot! All still believe your shape-changer murdered you and took your place. I'll slay you both now, and none will be the wiser.
Don't forget, I destroyed the sorcerer forever. I can destroy you, too.
Yes, somehow.
There were prophecies concerning Sanway's destruction, and you took advantage of them. There are no such prophecies about me. On guard.
Oh crap, here we go. Okay, hang on. Let me scroll to the top here real quick. Let me get the sword. Okay, hang on. Yep, there we go. There we go. All right, I'm ready.
Great cow! This wretch is your champion, Kalash? Why, he can barely lift a sword, much less swing it. Say your prayers, both of you, for you are already dead.
He just turned into a bear. Well, that worked out well. Ah, the prophecy is fulfilled. As McMoran's sword thrust ends your life, you suddenly remember a significant comment made during the previous conversation. If only you'd remembered sooner. Oh, great. What was the previous conversation?
Greetings, Pit Shuffle. Lead on. I'll follow if I can.
Yeah, that's very helpful. Thank you. Do I have to go back and replay the previous conversation? Ugh. Ah! Okay. It might be worth it. It might be worth it. Hang on. King Restoration Project. Hang on. Alright. Hang on. First off, there, blessed silence for a little bit. Okay. You see, do I have to give him the egg still? Or have we already decided we're going somewhere?
Greetings, Pit Shuffle.
Yeah,
Lead on.
yeah, no,
I'll
that's
follow
where
if I
we
can.
are. You have to go back a little further to the king thawing. Okay. Okay, here we go. Egg. Egg. Egg! Still, this keeps troubling me that there's like significance to it, but I don't know what that significance might be. Okay.
Your Majesty, can you hear me?
Yes, now that we don't have all of this music overpowering us.
Yes, I can hear. I can see. Thank Cal, you've saved me from whatever imprisonment I was in. Who are you? What's happened?
I've broken the spell that held you, my king, and restored your soul. The enchantment is ended. I don't look like you, and you're no longer trapped.
Right, yeah.
I remember the coronation and the long night that followed. Finally, I went to my chamber and fell asleep. I awoke briefly to see near Tom, my wizard's face. Then I felt cold, utter cold. Then I knew no...
I know that I was a shape changer living in my village when you
Yes.
guys came and took me away. My memories after that were magicked away in
Force
replaced
wizard
with
transfer
yours,
your
but
looks of
I
memory.
think
Okay, yeah, we already know
you
that.
tricked the queen into helping by telling her that it would save your life to substitute me, to get killed in your place.
Right, yes,
Her
yes.
real plan was to leave you in suspension and put your brother on the throne.
Right, okay.
Tricked the queen into helping, eh? Ah, well, I should have realized that her fear for me would lead her to do something drastic.
Pid Shuffle at your service, sire.
Oh, dear God. Plan to bring you into the castle. That was what we said before. I have a few things I must attend to first. I have no idea what.
I have no plan, sire. What do you think I should do?
I don't know what's happening exactly.
Give us clues!
But you can get me back into the castle. I'll be able to face down my mother and brother and perhaps restore things to right without bloodshed.
Okay. Without bloodshed. That's what they wanted. Okay.
I understand. Follow me.
Same freaking things. Okay. I just wish I knew this pedestal is still troubling me. I'm going to stare at it. Until it reveals its secrets. I'm not going to do that. That's going to take way too long. All right. Okay. Well. Yeah, I don't think that anything during that conversation was of any help. Unless they mean the conversation with, unless we choose a different path in that conversation. Still, actually, wait, I don't have to go through all of this again. What am I thinking? I can restore the game. When the animation finishes. There we go. All right, fighting with pointy objects. Morn looks ready to burst into laughter as you try to speak to him. It's also as if he knows what you're planning. Okay. All right. Okay. Hang on. Let me try something real quick.
Ha! Let's see you stop this.
Oh, you don't think we'd be unprepared to defend ourselves against a shape changer, do you? Now fight or die.
Okay, that didn't do anything. Do we turn on the ridiculous music again? Let's see. I don't think I really have much of anything that otherwise is going to may need those. Okay, great. Let him laugh for a moment.
Cow! This wretch is your champion, Kalash? Why, he can barely lift a sword, much less swing it. Say your prayers, both of you, for you are already dead.
Okay. You consider consequences of such an act, right? Yes, okay. Okay, same result. You suddenly remember a significant comment made during the previous conversation. If only you'd remembered sooner. What significant comment are we talking about here?
Greetings, Pit Shuffle. Lead
Or did
on.
they mean
I'll
just
follow.
this same comment, this same... Okay, yeah, okay, let's... Maybe it's the same conversation we're having with them at that moment.
Well, well. What have we here? The man who murdered the king right here in the
Yes.
castle. How amusing.
Yes.
Hold, McMahon. This man is under my protection.
Yes.
Surely, brother, you can't still cling to the childish hope that your protection has any meaning to me.
You speak treason.
Very good, Kalash. You figured it out.
Yes.
Done so too late. The queen is in the dungeon.
Queen is in the dungeon.
Gone and delivered yourself to me.
Delivered yourself. The queen is in the dungeon. Do we need to go back and talk to the queen first? Maybe? Maybe.
We'll have to kill you now, and it's all the fault of this idiot hero of yours. If he'd had the decency to fail as he should,
Fail, yes, yes.
he'd mourned the fallen king and left you alive down in the catacombs. And Mother and I would have ruled the kingdom the way it should be ruled.
I have to kill you now. Fault of this idiot hero. With diseases to fail as he should. No, no.
With greed and laziness.
Greed and laziness. That could be the comment.
You idiot! All still believe yon shape-changer murdered you and took your place. I'll slay you both now.
Okay.
None will be the wiser.
Don't forget, I destroyed the sorcerer forever. I can destroy you, too.
There were prophecies concerning Sanway's destruction, and you took advantage of them. There are no such prophecies about me. On guard.
I do have an idea now. Flipping over the table dramatically. Why don't you hold on? Oh yeah, we already had that. In dire peril, you must act decisively. I don't want to decide things. The power is considered to be useless. I know. Okay, yeah, got it. Okay. No. Trying to decide all of these different things. It is difficult. Nope, that didn't do well. And I'm thinking you ought to have taken a more active role in matters. So right, I guess it's like drawing the sword is the correct first step. But then there's another step after that, right? At least that's what I'm guessing it is. I did have this thought. Let us pursue this other thought real quick. Let's pursue this other thought real quick.
Wait here, Your Majesty. There are obstacles along this path that I'm not sure you could overcome.
I understand. I'll await your return.
Just in case there's like an additional clue that we're missing down this way. Yes, Darkness Beast is not really yours to take. You decide it is not useful. Darn it. I think it would be very useful. Just lead it up there. Okay. Well, it's this thought that I am having now. Obviously, we can't do anything about this grate, apparently. I'm going to reseal myself. Just let her know, okay, we got him out. Despite your aquatic form, you're exhausted from swimming upstream before. As much as you'd like to go back and chat with the Queen, you doubt your ability to make it back against the current. Dang it! Okay. Well, so much for that. I thought maybe it's like we have to go and see her again, for whatever reason. But apparently, it was not to be so. I'm just going to take us back to fighting with pointy objects and try a couple, see if there's anything.
Great cow! This wretch is your champion, Kalash? Why, he can barely lift a sword, much less swing it.
Can't lift or swing it.
Prayers, both of you, for you are already
Or pray. Already dead. Oh! Alright. Hang on. Wow, okay. That was sudden. You said you're already dead. Really, this amulet works on puns? Is that how that works? Jesus Christ. Or not even, it's not even a pun, really. It's just it works on metaphor. It works off of metaphors. A hush falls over the room. The prophecy worked. Given power by McMorn's taunt, and he is paid for his treachery. Now there remains only to deal with the Queen Mother. Ah, okay, yes, no prophecy applies to me, and it was the prophecy was, oh, good God. Yeah, great. Yeah, wonderful. Okay.
My brother. No blame to you, Pit Shuffle.
No, just the person who named you.
Be done, but it is sad that McMorn became so twisted.
How touching. Well, Kalash, I must admit I didn't think I'd need to deal with you again. Will you destroy me, too?
I mean, since you're asking.
If need be, not for revenge, but to protect myself.
Let me warn you. The guards of the castle are totally loyal to me. All your personal guards were sent to Hightower to investigate Tirnock Branwy and rescue you, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
If you slay me, there will be civil war. The captain of my guard will rule and hold this castle against your men. Many will die.
Mm-hmm.
Mother, what have you done?
Will you submit and rule as my puppet?
Why not just kill me?
I don't want my sons dead. I
Too late.
really want things done my way. And with McMorn gone, I need your figurehead. Will you submit?
Don't do it, sire.
I must. Unless you have a spare army lying around, my mother has arranged things so that none here are loyal to me. We can't defeat her entire guard.
Ah.
Did someone say spare army?
Eh? Ah, thank you for coming. Laney, thank you for coming with a Deus Ex Machina.
Laney!
Laney de Summers? What are...
Evening, gentle. Sire. I've come on Pitt's behalf and yours.
Oh, you know his name now.
The Summers cavalry and footmen for my king. They're waiting out in the courtyard.
Oh, that's right.
Lances and bows aimed at the Queen Mother's guards.
She did say she was going to help with those.
Has ordered her men to lay down their arms.
I vaguely remember that.
Well, Mother?
You've won, boy, haven't you? Don't gloat. Just throw me in the dungeon.
The dungeon? Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. The queen's down there.
I mean, you know, one thing at a time. She said go back and deal with this first. She will understand. It is the decree of this court that Pidshuffle, who with the unfortunately named Pidshuffle, having recovered all the lost treasures of the realm, apparently that was part of the game too, and having saved the kingdom. Wait, lost treasures? What is this? Be adopted by me as a son and named Prince of the Realm, heir to the throne. Okay, that's... whoa. Aren't they like the same age? Close... I don't know. Also, if she will have him, he shall be wed to Laney de Summers. After a whirlwind relationship, and they too shall rule when our time is done. I mean, you're not gonna try to have kids first? Congratulations, son. Oh my god. I don't know. How does the succession work? I'm not sure. I mean, you know, the king can appoint the next king. There are ways of doing that easily. But wasn't that kind of his mother kind of indicated that it had never been done that way? You've achieved a score of 248 out of 250 possible points. This gives you the rank of noble. Those 2 extra points will haunt me until the end of time, but I think I'll be okay. Getting, someone's going nuts on the organ, on the pipe organ or whatever it is. This gives you the rank of noble. Ah! And now credits. Okay. Well, this was a game that I have played. Why am I being so mean? Well, it's just, there's certain... I don't know, I wasn't expecting the greatest thing since sliced bread, necessarily. But, a lot of things felt a little perfunctory. Those extra 2 points probably had something to do with that pedestal. I know it. Ruin on that pedestal. Something's going on with that. I didn't put the right object down there. I'm gonna look and find out what that is in a moment. Because we have time. I mean, it's only been an hour, so we got a little time left. I'm gonna find out what those. I'm gonna see if I can find out what those other 2 points were. No, I mean this was okay. I do need to fix the captions, unfortunately. So this will be fun. I hope it'll keep going if I do this. If I shift it, yeah. Okay. Let me go ahead and fix the captions. There we go. There we are. Oh yeah, that's the same shot, I think, overlooking, that they used it in the intro, overlooking the, oh, the sound team. I have to wonder if this was available on the, yeah, this was the shot overlooking the, I think the tower in the first place. I have to wonder if, there's someone named Roland there. Voice sampling, CD-ROM version. I remember back when CD-ROM was like an amazing thing. It was like, wait, you can have, and I remember Sierra talking about it being like, yes, we're going to try to get the animation so that it matches what the people are saying. Because that was like voice acting for the first time. So much space on a CD-ROM. It is curious. It is very curious. But I have to wonder if this was available, if this used music from the Roland MT32 sound card at the time, and what that would have sounded like, because alas, it seems that later ports of these games that come, you know, that you can get through GOG or what have you, only have the Roland, not the Roland, they only have the ad-lib soundtrack, basically the ad-lib Sound Blaster combination soundtrack. Death noise, gurgle noise. I'm so glad they credited them. But yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to go back and see if they actually did that the music for Roland as well, because that was the thing. It was the thing, kind of, you know, back in the day. I had the a Roland card. It wasn't the MT32. It was the for anyone interested in these very specific specs, the LAPC card, LAPC card, sound card. But it was still made by Roland. It was effectively like an MT32, just inside your computer. The Dragon Team. I'd like to thank the following individuals for their additional contributions. Sandy Peterson? Like Call of Cthulhu Sandy Peterson, or a different Sandy Peterson? Possibly different? That's where it gets weird. There is a fair amount of cross-pollination between, the computer game industry and the tabletop RPG industry, so it's possible? Don't know. Apparently this is a work of fiction, folks, just so you're aware. Any similarities between persons living or dead and characters in the story are entirely coincidental. And his closed caption for the sound card impaired, it says, great, that's... oh, God. Yeah, wonderful. Okay. So, yeah, I think that, I don't know, I mean, I had fun playing it. I will tell you that. I made it through to the end, so that's something, anyway. I felt the need to make it through to the end. And so, I mean, it was fun, and there were some interesting twists in there, and I can see some of its influences, and that was interesting, just fantasy-wise. Not the most awesome game in the universe, but also not too terrible. Also, we were playing on easy mode, so it might have been more challenging if were playing on the not easy mode, but at the same time, it's fine, especially for our purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look real quick. I will show you the walkthroughs I've been looking at. There are like 3 of them. That that I've been looking at on these different tabs, because they each provide different information a little bit, like what to do in different places. I'm going to look at what to do in different places. Read part, stair trap, put statue on stairs. Interesting things. Walk off without putting the. Yeah, we saw that. Why did we have the coin? Why did we have the emerald? Are these He talks about the hidden treasures of Cadillac, and I'm like, that was never in the program. They did not tell us any of these things. Walked by a dog without reading parchment. That's probably an interesting thing. By which you mean death. Shift into bear, pull king. Give soul egg to king. Push wall switch, wear crown. May have to do more than once. We did these things. This is a very just sort of point and click thing. Point and click. This is the whole thing's point and click. What am I saying? This is a very point and shoot directions here. Very, very terse, very precise. Okay, no, this is by location. So inside the castle. Shift into bear, attack with sword, then invoke amulet. Is it shifting into the bear first that gives you the points? I mean, the goblet was useless, the coin was useless, the emerald was useless. I don't understand why we were picking all this crap up. Why did we do it? Extra points, I guess? When you can, switch to bear form. Now use your sword to try to attack me more. And finally invoke... Is that supposed to... I mean, I guess we can try it and see if that... Because it seems to say to do it as though that's, like, the point of it. Crystal Cave. I just want to see if there's anything else in the freaking Crystal Cave. Spirit Plane. We also never used those numbers that, unless that was... We found a series of numbers in the tower, in the sorcerer's tower. Here, let me get rid of that. I'm gonna look at my notes here. 73766.347 or comma 347, and I have no idea what any of that means. Maybe it's in. Maybe you can't. You know, if you're in easy mode, then you don't see the uses of some of these things. But that was the other thing. Actually, I was curious about. Break him free. Give him the soul egg. Tell him your plan to bring him into the castle. Switch to bear form. All of these are saying switch to bear form, which I guess is what we do. Shift into bear. Pull king. Give soul egg to king. Nothing. Nothing else interesting here, it says. Just a strange rune that you happen to find. Idly. Soul egg to him. If I can Dragon's Mouth. Little to Nasir, when he strikes the sword, use yours to attack him. He will loudly laugh at you. This says nothing about turning into a bear. Okay. I think since it's right near the end, I'll go ahead and do the thing. And we saw it, right? So I don't feel as though it's absolutely necessary. But let's go ahead and check on one thing here. I wonder if we click resume where it'll put us. The last decision point or something. Fighting with pointy objects. Let me go ahead and do this just for the sake of seeing if anything will happen. Okay.
Ha! Let's see you stop this.
Okay, he turns into a bear.
Oh, you don't think we'd be unprepared to defend ourselves against a shape changer, do you?
Because I didn't do it and the fighting at the same time, so don't know if we get extra points for that. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Here we go. Doing that.
Great cow!
Right, you're already dead. Okay.
Your champion, Kalash? Why, he can barely
All
lift
right.
the sword, much less swing it. Say your prayers, both of you, for you are already dead.
Nope. Used it before the prophecy. That's funny. Okay.
Brother,
Yes, like, we're gonna have a conversation now.
Will you?
why not?
Yes, these are things that are happening.
I must.
No, armies. Is there an army?
Lying
Did someone?
Yeah, we got an army. Okay, great.
Even
well, mother.
Because I half remember us talking about an army. Okay, good. And it's not gonna let me click through this. It's gonna take us a minute. I have no idea if it's gonna... I don't know how long this is gonna take. Now that I'm looking at it. But it's just really a question of, like... I just wanted to sort of see... They've still got this cracked Dragonsphere, cracked empty Dragonsphere sitting there. You'd think they'd have cleaned that up by now. But no, clearly mementos are more important. But, it's a very weird adoption happening. No, that's just too weird. Just too weird. I can't remember where it is that they give you your final score. And my hope is that they do it here before the credits. You put the dragon head on the bishop, on the archbishop. Yeah. Here it is. 250 out of 250. That was it. The rank of king. Okay. That was it. You have to turn into a bear to get all the points. Well, there we are. Apparently that pedestal doesn't do anything. This does not answer, however. This does not answer the problem. This does not answer the question of, like, what the deal is with the... Why you pick up an emerald? Why you pick up a goblet? Aside from just as a prop. Why you pick up the coin? They're just there. I mean, the goblet's just a thing you can give them. I mean, it's useful in that respect, I guess. You can give the guards when you're coming in. What else? The emerald? Nope, that only comes up once. And this other walkthrough is it's not going to be terribly useful because it's just the one thing. Yeah, I guess it's just, you happen to pick up treasures along the way for whatever reason. Strange, very strange. But I mean, I had fun with this. I think it was cool. I think it was cool enough. But we have come to the end. We have come to the end of this strange little game. Thank you all for hanging out with me. For those of you who watched through or are watching on the VOD or the video afterward. This was interesting. And it does make one sort of go back in time and think about the different kinds of games that I would have played back then. And I would have been totally into this game back then, I'm sure. So I mean, I think it was fun to play. Again, like I said, very much an artifact of its time, and sort of borrows very liberally from a bunch of other sources. But that was decent enough. Worth every penny that I paid for it, which was no pennies. But no, it was fine. It was fine. I enjoyed it. But let's see. What does this mean we're going to be doing now? So as far as video games go, I am going to be continuing. My friend Lucci and I are playing through Zork 1 on every other Thursday, so that's going to be this coming Thursday. Should be. I am probably going to start something else soon. What else am I going to start soon? That's an excellent question. What do I have slated? I don't have a specific game slated, but I have. I remember having thoughts. I sometimes took notes on okay, this would be a good one to do next, that kind of deal. And so might be helpful. Let's see. PC games. So we have played Dragonsphere. I can get that off my list. I think if we hop back to something modern, I do have... there are a couple of possibilities. I could go back to City of Skylines if I want to get lost there for a while. Been thinking about going back and doing the alternate, one of the follow-ups on Age of Mythology. I don't know if it's time for that yet or not. The next adventure game I was thinking of doing was The Testament of Sherlock Holmes. I think that's an adventure game. I'm not sure. It's more modern, so it's weird hybrid, one of those hybrid things. There's also Hard West. I've got that slated as something I want to check out. I have a copy of it. That's more of a, I think, real-time strategy. Is it real-time strategy? No, turn-based. I think it's turn-based strategy. So I might do that, depending. If I feel like... Depends on how big that game is, because I don't want to get lost. But it's a possibility. I think either way, I need to do either that or another building-type game. One of those. So we shall see what we end up doing. Figuring it out. There's going to be... If I keep trying to alternate like this, though, I think I'm going to end up with a huge freaking list of adventure games I haven't gotten through yet. But we shall see. We shall see. So I think that's about gonna do it. Yeah, there are some games I need to tackle. I'm gonna go back and look through and see if there are any in particular that I'm sort of grooving on outside of the list that I just gave you. And there are several that I have also on the list that I haven't highlighted yet, but that I'm I might try that. So we shall see. We shall see. Let us resume the as the background music has ceased. Let's bring back this background music. And so we're going to go ahead and I think head out now. Thank you all very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. What else do we have happening on the channel? So on Tuesday nights, not all Tuesday nights, but we weren't able to do it last Tuesday, and then there was some just sort of real life stuff coming up. So we'll have to see about this Tuesday, but hopefully this Tuesday, but if not, probably the one after. We're going to be trying to get back to Cult Divinity Lost on Tuesday evening, tabletop RPG being run by Hollow, and so we're having a lot of fun with that. We are trying to wrap up our Invisible Sun campaign, and we've just been encountering a lot of real life roadblocks and folks just not being available, and so we'll see kind of what happens with that. I'm trying to get us to a point within the next month or two that we go ahead and finish it off. So it'll happen possibly randomly. I don't know that we'll end the campaign, but it'll happen very soon. With any luck. Even if I do a series of one-on-ones with everyone, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. So there's that. And what else? We have sign-ups currently open for a game of Dune, a short campaign of Dune that Brian is going to be back running. You want to check that out? Go down and click on RPG sign up, or go to jimmysthatgym.com and click on game sign up. Beginners are welcome. So we'll be playing in the world of Frank Herbert's Dune. And those are all the basics that are going on. This Wednesday, by the way, Wednesday evening, we have a one-shot here on this channel that I'm going to be hosting of A Penny for My Thoughts. We haven't played that in a long time. That's a story game where we're all sort of building the stories of these patients who are all amnesiacs as they recover their memories. And so that's going to be coming up on Wednesday. I think that's going to be a lot of fun to get back to. So we have that very much to look forward to as well. So, slowly more stuff is happening, just trying to get it all together. And then there's more stuff that I can't talk about yet. Not entirely, because we haven't figured everything out yet. But hopefully we'll figure that out soon. But I thank you all once again for watching. Thank you all very much. Please take care. And I will see you all of a sudden.